Welcome back to my channel. Come with me to volunteer in the fascinating country of Guatemala. Guatemala is located in Central America. It's known for its rainforests. It is the birthplace of chocolate and the center of ancient Maya civilization. I was the first ones to arrive out of my group, so I started off with breakfast and I checked into my hotel early. So here's a mini room tour. I ended my first night in Guatemala with dinner at my hotel, and I prepared for the next day's travel. The next day, we traveled approximately 3 hours from Guatemala City to Panajachel to have our first clinic. On our way to our destination, we saw some amazing views, one of which were the volcanoes. Guatemala has approximately 37 volcanoes, some of which are still active. After the drive, we made it to our hotel and settled for the night. The following morning, we took a short 20-minute drive from Panajachel to Sololá to begin our first clinic day. Me and Catherine were excited to start our first clinic day, but first, coffee. Guatemala has some of the most superb coffee. During my break, I took the time to admire the lush greenness of Sololá. Sololá is a town located in southwestern Guatemala. It overlooks Lake Atitlán, and the town's population is made up primarily of the Panajachel Mayan people. For this clinic day, we provided basic medical needs to the Mayan people of San Felipe village. So far, volunteering in Guatemala has been a rewarding experience, and I hope that I have made a lasting impact on the people of the San Felipe village. After a rewarding day of volunteering, it was time for us to immerse ourselves into the Guatemalan culture to learn about local customs, their way of life, and tasting delicious chocolate rum.
Okay, arriba, abajo, al centro, para adentro.
After rum tasting, I ended the night with tacos for dinner. The next day, we started the day off early by walking to see the sunrise. There were so many stray dogs, it was unbelievable. After catching what we could of the sunrise, we had breakfast and went on to our second day of clinic. The following day, we took a catamaran from Panajachel to San Juan La Laguna. While on the boat, we were able to see volcanoes Atitlán, Toliman, and San Pedro. While in San Juan, we learned about the indigenous clothing in Guatemala. The Mayan people expressed their culture, history, religion, and personality through beautifully woven designs that vary in styles, color, material, and weaving techniques. There are approximately 800 different styles of indigenous clothing in Guatemala. In each Guatemalan community, the Mayan people wear a different style of traditional clothing. In this portion of the video, the woman is explaining how the textiles are woven from cotton yarn, which weavers dye naturally using flowers, vegetables, herbs, and bark to create the vivid colors. After learning about the Guatemalan clothing, it was time for our first water activity, the banana boat. From this activity, a few people succumbed to fainting and a few injuries. I was one of the last ones to go, so I avoided that. On our way back to our hotel, we encountered some rough waters, but we made it through. Later that evening, we found our way to our homestays and were greeted with chicken tortilla soup. The next day we had breakfast at our homestay and added another clinic day under our belts. Later that evening we had an empanadas making class, which were very tasty. After our last clinic day, we spent the last moments with our homestay family and were on our way to Antigua. Antigua is a well-preserved Spanish colonial city known for its cobblestone streets, its museums, and volcanoes. For our next group outing, we visited El Museo de Capuchinos. had some chocolate tasting. Lastly, we went to Casa de Jade to learn about the Guatemalan jade, which is a rare gem material that comes in many different colors. Jade was prevalent in the ancient Mesoamerican culture and was revered in the Mayan world. After a long day of walking, we worked up an appetite and ended up at Frida's for lunch. We ended our day by having a drink at Starbucks and traveled back to Guatemala City. Volunteering in my father's home country has not only allowed me to become more understanding, compassionate, and empathetic, but it has also allowed me to broaden my horizons and increase my cultural sensitivity. If Guatemala is on your list of places to visit, please let me know in the comments what you look forward to seeing the most. As always, thanks for watching, and I'll catch you in the next video.